In today's video, I'd like to start out by thanking all of my fellow veterans and also the supporters of this channel. I'd like to thank the night shift at Methodist Hospital for their donation. I'd also like to thank Bellevue University's Veterans Service Center, New Horizons Veterans Transitional Program, and also a special thanks to Heather Carroll, director of the Bellevue University Veterans Service Center, for inviting us to the Sienna House for their backpack giveaway program. It was enjoyable, and I appreciate the invitation. And I'd especially like to thank the Offutt Air Force Base Security Police for not arresting me, allowing me to video the Zorinsky Air Park. This year we've got a box of toothpaste and toothbrushes that we're going to drop off. You can drop off goods like socks and hats and gloves, coats, or whatever you might have good quality items at your local Veterans Service Center. So remember your veterans. We have some donations here for the Sienna Francis House this afternoon, and
from the Methodist Emergency Night Department.
And we thank you very much. We're here at the Bellevue University Military Service Center. Here's some of the items which are going to be donated in the veterans. Later we'll have some speakers coming with There's a service dog. What is your name?
The students that helps volunteer to do this every year. This is now my second year here, helping with the donations and serving things out and making sure that the veterans that are here know that they're still loved, we still appreciate them, and that they're not alone.
Look at all the volunteers that are making this happen.
One time, one. Ready, post.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Can we all please rise for the presentation of the colors, please? Please continue standing. We're going to do taps.
Executive Director of the Sienna Francis House, I invite you to sit, and I thank you all for coming today as we have our annual Veterans Day celebration. Veterans Day is a day to set aside to thank and honor all veterans who have served honorably in the military. We are going to do that today with our veterans from New Visions and our veteran clients here at Sienna Francis House. We will get into thank yous at the end of our time together today because it does take a lot to make an event like this happen, and we are super appreciative of Bellevue University for the presentation of the colors and their sponsoring this annual event for us. We'd like to acknowledge throughout the day today, and really every day of the year, the contributions that veterans have made to our safety and national security, particularly at a time when much of the world is not at peace, but is at conflict. We appreciate and value that veterans have sacrificed so much for us and for our safety. So today, we are going to celebrate them, and we are going to thank them. We have a veteran today who is our guest speaker, and it is Matt Davis. Matt is the Executive Vice President of Bellevue University and the Dean of the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management, and has been with the university for over 15 years. Dr. Davis is also a decorated 21-year United States Air Force veteran, retiring in 2007. Matt's lived experience as a veteran, a professor, and a college dean drives his passion and belief that higher education offers unlimited potential for producing life-transforming opportunities, regardless of the background or the current circumstance. Matt has worked with thousands of veterans across the United States, helping them transition from service to civilian life, positioning higher education as a powerful driver that helps unlock the untapped potential in veterans. Matt resides on a small farm in Sarpy County, Nebraska, with his spouse, Jenny, and their 5 children, Morgan, Gracie, Luke, Sophie, and Brock. So thank you, Matt, for coming today.
All right, he disappeared. Well, whoever wrote that introduction is a good writer, so I appreciate that. There's a little bit of truth in that one right there. But anyway, good afternoon and welcome to the Veterans Day celebration here at Sienna Francis House here in Omaha, Nebraska. As introduced, I'm Dr. Matt Davis, Executive Vice President of Bellevue University and the Dean of the Engineering, Technology, and Management College. And I'd like to offer my personal and heartfelt thanks to the Sienna Francis House for extending the invitation to speak today. Veterans Day is such an important day in the United States as it celebrates all military veterans and their service and sacrifice to this great nation, and their selfless contributions towards safeguarding the great American dream. Someone once said that our veterans fight not because we hate what's in front of us, it's because we love what's behind us. From World War I, World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam War, Gulf War era, post 9/11, we have over 19 million living veterans in the United States today, and over 50,000 veterans in the Omaha area alone. A little more than 70% of those veterans served during times of conflict or declared war, while about 22% served during peacetime. Additionally, the word veteran does not signal nor imply gender. We are blessed to have both heroes and sheroes in our veterans ranks with us here, with women representing 10% of our veterans today, and a lot of them are behind us here today. You'll also notice that Veterans Day does not contain an apostrophe in its official spelling, signaling that it's not a day that belongs to veterans, but it's a day for honoring veterans. And for me personally, honoring the sacrifices and hardships endured by the veteran families as well. The life of a veteran in the United States is not all discounts and free meals at local restaurants, though. There are hidden in plain sight issues that our veterans face that are far from rosy, and the calling of a veteran often carries enormous cost, not only in death, but also in the scars of service and war, both hidden and seen for both veteran and veteran family alike. Veterans today are more likely to suffer from trauma-related injuries such as PTSD, mental health disorders, substance abuse, and an astonishingly high 25% of our national veterans have documented service-connected disabilities. Those items, coupled with the high risk of social isolation, lower marriage rates, higher divorce rates, and higher instances of living alone, drive what we refer to internally as the Veteran 3H issue, with the 3 H's representing homelessness, hurting, and hunger. But not to be all gloom and doom today, because there are two other H's that round out that veteran equation for us. Those 2 H's being happy and healthy. With that said, we are enormously grateful for the sacrifices of our veterans and their families that have made to help secure and safeguard this great American dream. And we are especially grateful for organizations like the Sienna Francis House that understand the challenges of our less than fortunate veterans face and stand fiercely in both mission and action to deliver the final H in our equation, and that final H is help. Sister Stephanie Macho reached out to Bellevue University a little over a decade ago, wishing to form a partnership with the university's Military Veterans Service Center in an effort to put together a backpack program that will assemble living essentials such as coats, gloves, boots, hats, blankets, and other items to help our veteran guests. The first year, if I remember correctly, you said about 20 backpacks were presented to the Sienna Francis House. And this year, the team of the Sienna Francis House, the Bellevue University Military Veterans Center, Bellevue University students, and generous sponsor organizations such as United Healthcare and individual volunteers from Greater Omaha community work feverishly to fund and assemble 100 plus backpack kits that were delivered to the house in support of our veteran guests. While there are many hands that help, I'd like to offer very special thanks to Heather Carroll and Stan Hawkins behind me from Bellevue University, both veterans themselves, for their efforts in organizing the annual backpack drive. So as we wrap up this 10th day of November 2023, I would like to offer a favorite quote to our veteran brothers and sisters and those that support them. The only easy was yesterday. In the darkest hour, when the demons come, call on me, brothers and sisters, and we'll fight them and we'll win together. And for our community that supports our veterans, I'll leave you with a favorite quote from President John F. Kennedy that I thought was pretty befitting of this occasion. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not just to utter the word thanks, but to also live and take action by those very words. So with that said, thank you. May God bless our veterans, their families, their supporters, the Sienna Francis House for all they do, and of course, the great United States of America. Thank you.
Dr. Davis, for your service and a wonderful keynote. Now I would like to take a minute to introduce Rick Miller. Rick Miller is with United Healthcare, and he has generously assisted the group today with a coat drive and made a coat donation.
We participated last year, but not quite on the scale that we did this year. And Heather had reached out, and one of our great agents, Gloria, here. And it's just an honor to be able to come down and be able to give back to the community. We believe in that here at United Healthcare. And I just personally want to thank all of you for what you've done for our country, for serving. You are very much appreciated, and this is the least that we could do, is be able to help you out and provide you with coats and boots and all that great stuff. So thank you very much, and thank you to Sienna Francis House, Heather. It's just, like I said, it takes a village to be able to do something like this, so I'm just happy to be a part of it.
We actually have some additional veterans today here, and those we serve at Sienna Francis House, and those who are served by one of our partners, New Vision's Homeless Services. So I would like to invite the New Vision staff to come forward so we can honor the veterans from New Vision's first, and then we will honor the veterans from Sienna Francis House.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Doug Washington. I'm one of the caseworkers at New Vision's Homeless Veterans Shelter. I'd like to first thank Heather. I got your name right. That's a plus if I get your name right. And all the other organizations that are represented here, I can't remember them all, but I can tell you, in working with the guys at New Vision, that Veterans Day, this day, it's important to them. Funny story, I always have a hard time getting these guys to muster up for certain events. But when it came to this, they were all there. So I know that they're interested. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans in the house. We're grateful for you. Thank you for your service. I'm a veteran also, but I'm also grateful to be of service to the veterans in the house. Without further ado, we're going to call the names of the veterans that will be receiving the gifts today, and those that aren't here, someone has been designated to come up and get those for them. The first one will be Franklin Minrad.
I don't know how well this is going to show up with the sunlight. We're at the Zorinsky Air Park. They have no parking all over here, so it was a little difficult. Thought I was going to get arrested for a moment there, but they gave me permission to stop and park and get some views of the B-52 on the Avenue of the Flags. We don't have any flags up today, but they got me turned around and they got me turned around and said I could park for 10 minutes to get a view of the B-52 and the 135. Our first attempt at videoing the KC-135 didn't work out, so I'm risking getting arrested to bring you this. We're on the Avenue of Flags. They don't have any flags anymore. Here's all the flag poles. They have no parking everywhere.